Hi guys, Dave in Texas here, and what you're looking at once again is a little Zager acoustic. It's the non-electric one that they offer, and it's the prototype that's got to go back so sadly. And what I thought I'd do before I send it back, since it was the last time I get a chance to play it for y'all, is to play it just one more time, some simple notes and playing on it, some chords and things, so you get one last chance to hear it. Okay, and it's a very bright, brilliant sounding guitar. Really cool about this guitar is that they actually sent a nice little kit bag along with it, truss rod tuner, and a special little baggie of strings, designed for the guitar, so you don't buy the wrong ones. And as they tell you on their website, Zager.com, that it is the easiest guitar made today that's played. Right? You can play this for hours and not end up with your fingers all just hurting and throbbing like crazy. Listen to this, okay? Very wonderful tones, this guitar that I really like. Again, it's a very bright sounding tone guitar because it's a brand new guitar. And the guitar I will compare it to is a 50-year-old Yamaha, which has had a chance to age this wood up very nicely, thank you. And of course it does sound different. It sounds more mellow. It's got a much bigger bass line than this guitar does. But once this guitar has had a chance to age like the Yamaha, that same nice timbre and tone to it will take place with it as well. Just got to give it some time, some nicks and dings and things on it. Bite your tongue. Anyway, let me play some more on it. Also wanted to tell you a little bit later why I've been off the air for a while. Great sounding guitar. One of the reasons it's been so cold here, we've had our first ice storm to hit Texas this year, and it dumped 4 inches of ice on where I live, and it's just impossible to get around. You could not get out of your home for 3 solid days, even to get to the guitar store to buy some strings. Yeah, that's not good for Dave. And before that, of course, there were the holidays, and the Canadians, the Canadians were down here doing their documentary on me, and that took 3 days, and that was a hell of a lot of fun. Met some great Canucks up from Canada, and, down from Canada. And I got a chance to meet a pair of really nice Malcolms, right? Both, one being a director Malcolm, and one being a research Malcolm. And great guys. They also got a chance to play this guitar, and the reason I kept it so long is that I wanted it in that video. Okay, you can get a chance to play it in the video, but at least I got a headshot of it, and maybe it'll be in there to show this guitar off for everyone to see it, because this is an exceptional guitar. Okay, and I did come to find out why Canadians are so laid back, and people think that they're like a little slow. Hey, I'm a Canadian. Get this, guys. The reason Canadians are so laid back is because half the population up there are French women, French Canadian women. Now get this, okay? It's cold. They're French. They're women. Figure that out. These guys aren't slow or retarded. They're so tired and lacking from testosterone that they sound that way. Oh man, merci beaucoup. Mercy buckets, buddies. That's why Canadians come off as being slow. Lack of testosterone from the French women. Yes. So, a little bit more on this guitar, and that's what we can play, right? So, that's all it is for the Zager, and I'm sure not happy to see this go, but next I'll cut away for a second, so hang in there, and I'll pull out the old Yamaha. Let's hear how it sounds in comparison. Again, a brand new guitar, not just age yet, and what a toned one sounds like after 50 years of aging. So, hang in there. Okay, now you're looking at my 50-year-old Yamaha, right? Now, right off the bat, it sounds different, but I went to the trouble of putting on these special strings that Zager sends with all their guitars. So this guitar here, this Yamaha here, has those Zager strings on it for even a better comparison. You follow me? So yes, it sounds more deep, it's more tone, it's got a lot more bass to it. Because of 50 years of smoking and dinging and danging and drinking and spilling stuff on it, and all the scratches on this poor old baby, have given it more character in its tone. Just like any other instrument that's had a chance to age, okay? With the exception of solid bodies that don't do that. That solid body is 50 years old, that body doesn't make that much of a difference. 5% is not a heck of a lot of difference in tone. But one thing's for sure, the two Malcolms had a chance to play that Zager, and they both guitarists and said the same thing. It was the easiest guitar they've ever played. And you look at this, right? I just finished playing the Yamaha. Look what it does to your fingers. And mine are old, callous fingers. Very tough to work on. And I can tell you, after a couple hours playing this Yamaha, they will be throbbing and hurting, okay? Okay, enough of this guitar. So, that's the difference. The Zager is going back in its box, in this case, and being sent back to Denny and the crew. Thanks very much, guys. I still appreciate that so much. Let me keep it so long. And hopefully you'll see it in that documentary, okay? And, guys, be sure to sub, because those that are subbing are telling me that I'm doing something right for a change, and that you like the way the videos are going, okay? Now, I don't know how many more of these fake guitars from China I can show you, because I've already shown you a couple of dozen of these things and how to spot them as fakes. Unless there's one in particular you want me to show you, I think I've shown you everything there is to show on how to spot one. And you already know what it costs to fix one. With the exception of the latest one I got in, which we're still working on the audio for that. It should be out soon to let you hear its true voice. My buddies up in Canada are doing that because they had to take it back with them because it belonged to the Canadian film crew. So they should finish that up here soon, send it down for me to use on my channel, and you hear his true voice. And I keep bragging about the fact that the pickups on that guitar are fantastic. They're strong, they're clear, they're clean, and unless they fall apart in a month like the ones I had just like that a year ago, they may be really pulling some punches. Well, actually pulling some real tricks in China, making these much better than they ever were before. You You know, you did see the internal parts of the guitar having that little connector in there is a little, you know, helpful. Not much though. Just a little more, emphasis on the electronics. But still, then again, you've got really bad caps, very bad potentiometers. Those pups are open. But one thing's for sure, there was not a lick of guitar polish laying around on those things, okay? Now, end of the year, what you know I do, I go back through all the requests that, say, one person will ask me, hey Dave, I want to see the Les Paul Supreme do this or that, okay? Well, what I do is I gather them all up, and when I reach 12 requests for those type of things, I put them all together in a video, right? So this year I've got the Les Paul Supreme, I've got the Gretsch, I've got the bass Les Paul, I got the Diablo, I've got the, I think I said the Gretsch already, but the Gretsch, yes, and a few others that have been, requested. I play them and do some, special things on them by at least, 12 people saying the same thing, okay? So I didn't forget you. I just have to wait to get them all together so that I'm not doing a video per day answering a question, okay? Because these videos take a lot out of you, believe it or not. Because I'm just old and slow and tired. Anyhow, I do appreciate all the new subs I've got. Hey, I love it. I've had over 200 new subs add on in the last month, and I really appreciate that. Keep it up, guys. That really does help me. It does help. I'm not kidding. So, if you have any questions about this Zager guitar, give me a holler. Dave in Texas. Have a good one. Bye.